Hello folks, my name is Easton Crosby and I'm the CEO and head of Easton News. Today, we've got a lot to talk about and a lot to cover. Very important things too. So, welcome to episode 3 of Easton News. Hope you enjoy this experience with Easton News. So, let's get on to it. So, not a man can remember everything. So, I'm going to start off by reading my script. Alright, first we're going to talk about aviation, the Trump White House, inflation, and a very special promotion to a very special company at the end of this news skit. So, today we're going to talk about aviation. Did you know that just so far in 2025, which we're only 2 months in, so just so far in 2025, over 94 aviation incidents have happened. That's a lot. And it's no telling what it's going to be at the end of 2025, because we've already had 94 and we're just ending the second month. So that's a lot to take in. So recently, a American Airlines plane was recently escorted. It was out of Rome, and it was a American Airlines plane coming from New York City, headed to specific destination, and it got escorted away from it. No one, I don't know why, but it got escorted away. So, which is very odd because the government literally flew up and just intercepted the plane. So there's not been a lot of information to come out about that, and that was American Airlines. So here's the footage.
In New York, headed for New Delhi, India, when it was abruptly diverted to Rome. You see here a couple of Italian fighter jets following that plane as it's on its way into Da Vinci Airport in Rome. The threat was later deemed non-credible after the plane...
Yeah, so as you've seen, there's 2 fighter jets behind the aircraft, which it's a pretty big plane and it had a lot of people in it, so it's no telling what they were thinking when they looked back and seen a fighter jet flying over. So that took place in Rome. Second thing, before we get to the Donald Trump White House, this is something. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are having an alleged divorce. They're having an alleged divorce. Now, for the Obamas, that's a weird thing. Hadn't seen that, never would have thought about that. But I don't know a whole lot about that, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that. But the Obamas are apparently getting a divorce. So, news to you, news to me. Yeah. Alright. Donald Trump. Let's talk about Trump. Big 45 and 47. Our current president. He's living in the White House. And he's signed tons and tons of executive orders, which that's amazing. For his White House things, he's inviting a ton of world leaders to, resolve the war. So we've got Hamas and Israel, we've got Ukraine and Russia. And Russia's a pretty big place, and so I'm going to show you a quick little clip from Flight Radar 24, which is a thing where you can track specific aircraft through a tracker. So I'll show you, and it will point out how Russia still has planes in it, but Ukraine is just a complete war zone. That means no planes can fly over it, and there's war everywhere there. So Donald Trump is inviting a bunch of world leaders there, because if you got to resolve it, you got to resolve it, said people. Okay, I know not a lot of people really want to know about this. Well, I don't think I need this anymore. I'm too cool for this. Folks, that's not littering, that's biodegradable. I'll pick it up later. So, we're going to talk about inflation. that affects a lot of people's lives. Everybody's life. It affects everybody's life. So if you go to the grocery store and you want to, buy a whole week's food, which that's what a lot of people do, they go out to the store on maybe Sunday and buy everything for the full week or, however long. And that total has changed over so many years. And I think everybody knows that. If that total's changing, that means it's either getting worse or greater. And the greater, the better. And the worse, you're just going down. So, prices. So, like, I took a video while I was in Walmart about 2 hours ago. Took a video of the egg prices. So lots of people are scrambling to get eggs. See what I did there? They're scrambling. Yep. So, they're scrambling out there to get the eggs. But, why? They're scrambling out there to get the eggs. Yet they're so expensive. With the current state of the economy, with everything happening, all the tariffs on things, but that may or may not affect it. That means, might as well get it while it's at its lowest price. So, I hadn't checked the video, but I think when I was looking at it, it said $8.97 for a pack of 18 eggs. So, do the math, all that stuff. But that's pretty expensive. You're paying almost $10 for some eggs. Like, that's a lot. And that, not just eggs, but other things. Other things are affecting other people like crazy. Like housing, real estate. Like all this land behind me, all this green right here is less than an acre. And the acres cost a lot. Like, stuff is going up like crazy. So that's why people scrambled to get land. Let me fix my collar. But yeah, people scramble to get land, food, and all that stuff while it's cheap because, depending on how the economy goes, you never know. It could get worse, and that means everything skyrockets, and you were lucky because you bought it first. So, think about that for a little bit. And, people think it doesn't affect kids. Might be thinking that, and yeah, not every kid walks into Walmart and buys the entire meal for their family. Some do. But for the most part, not a lot of people do that. But why does it affect the kids? I could tell you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. How does it affect the kids? If the family, or whoever makes food and stuff, if the family can't afford it, how's the kid going to eat? That's what people have to think about. Stuff is costing like crazy. Lots of money. Lots of things going everywhere. It's all sorts of stuff. We've got war, inflation, people crying all over the place saying, I can't do it. So, lots of people can't handle it. And lots of people are just moving to other countries because of the Trump administration. Yet, with the Biden administration, it was just as high for the entire 4 years. We're just starting off, and there's a lot to still be done. No bias. None of that right now. Calm down. So, to finish this up, and make this a little bit of a shorter episode. We're already 8 minutes into this episode, so I've been yapping a lot. So, we're going to end it with a goodbye. But before we end it with a goodbye, I've never done this before and never thought I would do this. But we got a sponsor. So, right now I'm talking with this mic right here. You can see the mic. Yes, you can see it. And with this mic, yeah, it works. It works fine. Like, very nice. Clip on. You can see. You can clip it right on there. Or, however you want it. Like, you see? Just like that. You can clip it right on. But I think it's time I give this little boy up. So that brings me to my next fact. Luke's 3D printing shop. 3D printing shop. That sounds cool. Sounds like a bunch of robotics and stuff. Luke's 3D shop, shout out to you. We're actually getting a microphone that is 3D printed, and it's going to be in every single episode from now on. Every single episode. Next month, we're covering a race in Martinsville, Virginia, for the NASCAR thing. We're gonna be have an episode there at Martinsville. We're gonna interview people if we can. and then we're going to go straight to the airport that's somewhat close to there. I'm not saying anything about that. And we're going to interview some racers, maybe, and we're going to look at a bunch of the aircraft there. But I'm not going to forget about Luke's 3D shop. If you go visit the website, it's in the description. He's got a lot of stuff to work with. Great entrepreneur. Great entrepreneur. I've got a lot of companies too, but he's starting off the way every entrepreneur should. He got his main source, and now he's just doing it. Didn't need help, just doing it. So folks, his link is in the description. Once you go through the website, which is made by the Easton companies, once you go through the website, you can go fill out a form just in case you'd like to order anything. He's got things such as 3D dragons. It's pretty cool. He made a mic just for me. You can also put in custom orders. He's got wallets. Money. You gotta have that wallet to keep your money safe, because you gotta afford stuff nowadays like that. So he's got great prices, great inventions just for you, and I've been negotiating. There might be a few more things coming onto the store. I'm not saying anything. But folks, have a great day. My name's Easton Crosby, and thank you for tuning in to Easton News. See you.